The college has outreach programs where we work across the northwest of Glasgow. And one of our strong partners is schools, and one of the areas that we work with them is in terms of parental engagement and parental attainment. Obviously within the northwest of Glasgow we have a large number of immigrant and migrant communities, and obviously it's an area the school wished us to be involved in. Traditionally, we would provide ESOL classes, English for speakers of other language classes, for parents. But one of the areas that came to our attention was that parents often found it very difficult to tune into what was happening in school, particularly around story reading. So we decided to develop a class called ESOL Through Storytelling, where we'd use the structure of ESOL, language, grammar, together with the idea of reading stories. And in fact, as we developed it and as we talked to parents, we found that they worked really well, because through storytelling was a lot of the main component parts that we would expect to see in an ESOL class: verbs, adjectives, sentences, pronunciation, but actually connected to what the school was doing. It also worked well in a community context because it allowed us to look at different levels. Often the classes are not at the same level, so we have elementary parents with people who are pre-intermediate or intermediate, but because they're using the story, we can work well with those differing groups. The partnerships have been very key to this. I mean, the school is obviously the key partner that we work with this, but within the school itself, often they are working with other partners. So, for example, in the St Paul's School, there was a very good partnership with the local nursery, who has provided nursery support to parents with younger children, but have also brought parents along to the class. And this has been a very good way of introducing the parents who will be coming to that school the next year. Some of the family support workers have been excellent in terms of being that contact and just keeping in touch with the parents. So sometimes they'll phone them up and say, remember the class is happening. So partnerships have been really strong in this particular provision. What we've seen as the greatest impact is really the engagement with the parents. The classes have been very strong, they've been well attended. We're finding parents who have traditionally found it difficult to come to classes because of childcare needs. Sometimes culturally, some of the, particularly women, maybe won't attend other classes, but because it's in the school, because it's connected to their children, they will come along. And these are often very isolated members of the community, and they get the opportunity to engage and participate. We're seeing that they are starting to take the idea of learning forward. So we have had quite a number of people who have actually applied and been successful in moving on to college courses. So they're taking that next stage. And we've had report backs from the partners that actually parents are beginning to integrate and participate in school activities, which is a huge impact in terms of family learning. And obviously what we're seeing is that learners seem to be accelerating with this type of learning, and the children and the parent working together, as we know, is a fantastic opportunity for them to move forward. So we've seen considerable impact, and it's something that we'd hope would continue. We have quite a robust evaluation process because we feel that that's fairly important. So we have, sort of formative evaluation where we talk to the parents about how they feel things are going. We start off with a group learning plan where we discuss with them what they hope to get out of the course. Then at midpoints we discuss how things are going. Do we need to make changes? Do we need to alter any of the programme? And then obviously we do a sort of summative evaluation where we see where things have worked and where they haven't worked. We're very open to change. And again, because there isn't a structured curriculum as such within this, it allows that fluidity for us to make change from the impact. And then every learner puts together their individual evaluation. But because of the strong relationship with the school, our tutors and the parents, there's a constant flow of information feeding back. But certainly evaluations have been very strong with these particular classes.